Alright, this is my cousin's TR8, and currently it is the TR8 2015 variation because I updated his gun, which I had given him for Christmas a little over a year and a half ago. And he's been shooting it ever since, and I just wanted to kind of update it for you and just make it safer, make it work better, and just a better experience for you. So first thing I did was, we'll start with the turret. I kind of just updated your turret pieces. I changed out all these little white mini pins right here. You can see right there. And how I changed them out is, if you look, these little clips kind of just sit in there. And take a piece of ammunition and just kind of pry it out. It's kind of hard to do on camera, so let me just put it down here and take it out. Alright. So what I did is I just replaced all these little white rods, and so you got some fresh mini pins in there. I left all your blue clips that were on there because they're worn in real nice and they seem to allow the pin to slide, so you're going to get more power that way the more they wear in. So updated turret, changes to just little changes everywhere really. New trigger. You can see this trigger on other YouTube videos I put up, so if you want to check those videos out, that'll show you how this trigger works. But there's actually basically two mechanisms here that kind of work together, and this trigger has never not set for me, so every time I charge it, it sets every time, and every time I pull the trigger, it shoots every time. I've never had any issues with this. I've never accidentally, it's never accidentally shot when you were bending or running around with a gun, so it's the most reliable trigger that I've made, and I've made hundreds of them, and this is finally one where I haven't had an issue yet, so I'm sure I will eventually, but until then, this is the best trigger I can come up with. Let me show you how the rubber bands are on there. It's kind of tricky how I have them hooked up to the trigger. It's more complicated than it looks. There's videos on that as well, but you can see it's actually running through the body, so that'll never slip off of your gun. Don't need to worry about that. Put your forward grip back on. And everything's just working smooth. You have the new ratchet mechanism here. So if this is down like that, this is just for your spin. The moment you click it up into place, you got a ratchet effect. So what's nice about it is if you need to unratchet something for some reason, you just clip that down and you can just be free like that. And that's that. So that's pretty much the major updates. I've also strengthened the connection to your handle up here and changed out some pieces in it. So I know you had a couple questions as to how to access the rubber bands. Let me show you. I do have a video somewhere online on YouTube, but all you got to do is these blue clips right here. Take a piece of ammunition or rod or whatever you got, remove the blue clips on both sides of the gold slice. Kind of like that. Alright, now you can take this gold splice off, pull your slide down just a little bit, and you can see what that did was moved this purple connector down out of this out of these tan clips basically, which it's getting pinched in. From there you can just kind of see I just sort of removed the slide, and now it's out of the way. See, slide's just going to slide down the gun, and now you have your firing pin, and this is the one slot connector that is connected to the slide, and from here you can access all your bands. So you had 4 rubber bands on it. I put 4 rubber bands back on. They're new rubber bands, so you shouldn't have any trouble, and that's how you can access your pin, replace all those pieces, whatever you need to do, and then you just basically reconnect that to there, slide the orange piece back down so it kind of pinches it back there, and from there you just put it back together the way it was. So explaining it takes a little longer to do than it does to just do it once you get the hang of it. So make sure this band's on there nice and straight for you. Maybe not. Alright, there we go. and then just put that piece back on like that. And these just basically wedge that gold splice together so it can't fall off of there ever, and also finish the slide off. So anytime you see these blue connector pieces on the gun, generally they're there just to make things easier to take apart or access different things, stuff like that. So that's the updates, and let me show you it shooting now. Again, 4 rubber bands. This is the OOD ammo. I always like to use fin ammo if I'm outside, but I'm just shooting the gun inside for fun. This is good stuff, and so you can see it shooting hard. The second round blew up literally on impact of the firing pin hitting the round. The third round hit the wall real hard, and the first round ended up actually exploding when it hit the wall. So 4 rubber bands, and it's shooting great. Come get your gun when you want it. It's going to be here waiting for you.